Kevin of the car park. Kevin hit play on his iPod and put in his earphones. Another great day at work, he thought to himself happily, sitting down on a bench outside as his favourite band began playing. His job at Hillview Shopping Centre was collecting trolleys, fixing trolleys and helping anyone who struggled to wheel their trolley. He prided himself on making sure all the trolleys were in perfect working condition. Kevin loved his job. He took it very seriously indeed. He'd fix trolleys as soon as they broke and collect them into neat lines. As Kevin continued to enjoy his music, the first car of the day pulled into the car park and parked. An old lady opened her door, stepped out and carefully ambled to the shop entrance. She was tall and thin and was wearing an old-fashioned blue dress and carrying a black handbag. Her face was wise and calm like an owl's. "Hello and welcome to Hillview," said Kevin as the lady entered the building. The lady smiled and nodded to Kevin but said nothing. She didn't take a trolley, Kevin noted. Perhaps she didn't notice them, he thought to himself. Or maybe she didn't need one. More cars pulled into the car park. Customers came and went. Sometimes people replaced their trolley in Kevin's neatly arranged line, but usually they just discarded them randomly throughout the car park. As Kevin collected the discarded trolleys, he noticed a broken wheel on one of them. He was horrified and immediately took it to his repair station and gave it a new wheel. Satisfied with a job well done, Kevin lined up the trolley again with the others and returned to his station. The old lady from earlier in the day finally came out carrying a couple of plastic bags. Halfway to her car, one of the bags burst open and grocery items spilled out onto the concrete in all directions. Seeing what had happened from his workbench, Kevin sprang into action, jogging over to the lady to help pick up her groceries. Arriving at the scene, Kevin noticed a can of tomato soup was rolling away at speed down the car park. Kevin sprinted off after the runaway can. It rolled under several parked cars and Kevin chased it, weaving in and out between the cars. Just as he stooped down to pick it up, it hit a speed bump and went flying up into the air. Kevin was a little surprised that the can had gathered so much momentum, and reaching forward to grab the can, he tumbled to the ground without his prize. Now the can was bouncing in the direction of a shiny and very expensive-looking new car. Kevin scrambled to his feet and ran like he'd never run before. Diving with arms outstretched, he caught the can in his open arms just before it hit the car door. Kevin pulled himself together and saw from hitting the ground, he slowly walked back up to where the old lady was still standing, holding the can triumphantly in his hand. "Thank you so much. You are the most helpful car park attendant I've ever had the pleasure to meet," the lady cried. "Don't mention it," said Kevin, panting with exhaustion and pain, yet really quite thrilled at all the excitement. "No, really, that was extremely brave of you," the lady said. "You could have been hit by a car." "Oh," said Kevin, "it was nothing. I was just doing my job." But the lady wasn't having it. "You're my hero," she said emphatically. "Well done, Kevin."
Please hang up and try again.